Welcome back, guys. It is Reggie versus Solace coming to you with a new series, and this series will be called Knicks Weekly. So I had a couple of Giants fans in my chat saying, hey, are you going to be covering the Knicks this season? And you know what? I thought of a good idea to just do a weekly recap of the games the Knicks played throughout the previous week, give some thoughts, some analysis to it as we build this empire that we're forging into becoming a better East Coast, Eastern Conference contender. So that's what I'm going to plan to do each week. Probably on Sundays, I'll drop Knicks Weekly, just giving a recap of the previous week's games, giving some thoughts and some analysis, giving some stats, updates, and things like that about the Knicks. So the season just started. I'm not counting any preseason games. We completed 2 games in the Knicks. Knicks tape is 2-0, which is awesome. Right now we are number 2 in the Eastern Conference. The Chicago Bulls are 3-0, and the Knicks are 2-0, which is awesome. We have a game tonight. As of this recording, it is Sunday, and as of this recording, we play at 7:30. We basically have a back-to-back with Orlando. These should be gimme games, as we are in a better position than the Orlando Magic are right now. Hopefully we can come out of today being 3-0. We have some huge games coming up this week, including one on Tuesday against the bastard rival 76ers. Of course, all 76ers fans, including a few that I follow, like A2D Radio and Philly Take with RB. Of course, they're going to be pushing the Philadelphia 76ers to, of course, crush the New York Knicks. And I don't want that to happen. So let's see. So that's a big... Of course, tonight's game is big, as it is a gimme game. We're supposed to win it. We need to be putting all our efforts into smashing the teams that we should be able to beat, including the Orlando Magic. But we have a big game coming up on Tuesday against the 76ers, which will be another test, as Boston was the first test. So let's get into watching some of those highlights and just giving a recap of where we were in those games. All right, Knicks Weekly, Reggie versus Solace. Let's go. All right. So let's start it off here. So we got this here, and I wonder why it's not picking up any sound there. Oh, I think that's what it is.
6 rebounds in this game.
That's what it was. Let's go. All right. So first game of the season was the Boston Celtics, and this was a double overtime thriller. Of course. Obi Toppin had a great game in this game real quick. He started off the first half hot. RJ Barrett was not hot. Was not hot. As far as the offensive end, but in the second half, I think he dropped 19 points. He was playing like a demon and also shutting Tatum down throughout the whole game, which was awesome. Evan Fournier, of course, was the man of the hour. He put up 32 big buckets in that first game against the Celtics, and we needed him. Another play, Evan Fournier had 32 big points. He was doing things that Reggie Bullock could never do. And of course, he's the replacement, and he's also paid a lot more than Reggie Bullock was. But he's going to be a liability on the defensive end. But man, was he doing good. This was a heartbreaking play here because we had the game won in regulation until a bonehead play. Evan Fournier was the reason why this was a mess up, because he didn't follow his man into the corner. And that was a big mess up there. I was screaming at my TV saying, come on, where's the defense? Fournier stepped up in overtime. This is the first overtime here. He steps up. Big play. And of course, hey, Brown was a madman out there. I think he had 46 points. He was crushing us the whole game. The reason why they lost was Tatum being taken out by RJ Barrett's defense, which I loved. It was really good to be able to see it. Of course, Julius Randle, still our number one, still going into the paint, making big plays. It was awesome to be able to see him still do his thing. Derrick Rose sighting in overtime. It was really good to be able to see Derrick Rose come through in the second overtime. You see Spike Lee with that crazy ass freaking suit on, but it was a great win. Hey, Jay Brown, 46 points, 9 rebounds. He was amazing for Boston, and it was good to be able to see the Knicks be able to pull that one out. 134-138 in double overtime fashion. It was a crazy game to be able to watch. Crazy game to be able to watch. The Knicks be able to pull out the first game of the season. And then going in, I was watching Knicks Fan TV. Shout out to CP from Knicks Fan TV. Watching the emotion that the Knicks fans had after we won that game. Best fan base in the universe. We've been through 20, 25 years of turmoil. And now look at that. We're stepping up and doing big plays and doing big things under Coach Tom Thibodeau. So the second game, what was the second game? The second game was, of course, Orlando Magic. We played that yesterday. And let's do a quick little update on that one. So it was Celtics Knicks. We're going to do a little game recap here, recapping what they were doing. As a matter of fact, yeah, let's go to these. Let's go to the box score real quick, because we can do that. Like I said, super good game in that first one. I watched it live. It was a national TV game. I'm gonna wait for that real quick so that thing can come up. Yeah, let's get out of that real quick, and let's look at the stats real quick here for this game, man. We're gonna go through see if we can get the Knicks. Yeah, let's get the Knicks up here. So this is the first game real quick here with them. Honestly, RJ Barrett wasn't having a good game offensively in the first half, but I like that the young bull was able to come back in the second half, scored 19 points. As you can see here, he had 0 points in the first half. He scored 19 in the second half, which is great. That's when you want to turn the switch on. And then also, he played stifling defense on Jason Tatum, which we needed. So if RJ Barrett could be that betweener player at shooting guard, it's pretty nice to be able to have that. Of course, Julius Randle, doing dirty work in the paint. He had a big 35 and 10, another double-double. Mr. Double-double for the New York Knicks. Was a great play. I also liked Mitchell Robinson playing with the 11 points. He got some 17 fucking rebounds. It was amazing. He had another double-double, which was good. His problem is, of course, staying healthy, and we're going to hope that he can be able to put forth some games and some healthy to stay out, because we, of course, Nerlens Wells is still down with an injury. Of course, Evan Fournier, we talked about him. 32 points, which was really good. He was plus 11. He had a good game. He just missed some threes that would have put us up in the regulation that I would have liked him to make. But having him as an upgrade over Reggie Bullock is paramount. And I think Evan Fournier got $72 million this past offseason to come join the Knicks from the Celtics. So it was a revenge game for Kemba and Evan Fournier. Kemba didn't have a solid game. He put in 10 points, 3 of 8. Wasn't really shooting that well. But as you can see here, Evan Fournier just jacking up the shots, 25 shots. Julius Randle, 27 shots. It was crazy how they were doing it up. I like that Jericho Sims got some play time too, and of course Derrick Rose got a little bit of play time. He had 9 points in the game on that one. Crazy. Obi Toppin had 14. That was awesome to see. If we can develop Obi Toppin to come in as a off the bench for giving Julius Randle, so Julius won't have to play so many minutes, that's going to put us in position to be top 4 in the East. And that's exactly what we want as Knicks fans. All right. So that was good here. Of course, these 3 players didn't play. It was a good game. And the big game was, of course, Jaylen Brown went off for 46 points. We couldn't do anything. But if you look at this, both Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum both shot 30 attempts. What's the difference here? Jason Tatum, 7 field goals made out of 30. That was RJ Barrett all day, D'ing him up. So that was a great breakdown of how you play defense. Right? I want you guys to be able to make sure to be able to see that. Jason Tatum, 7 out of 30. That's all RJ Barrett. So even though RJ didn't score in the first half, he had a great game because he was locking down all throughout the game Jason Tatum. And we needed him to lock down, because if they both made 17 out of 18 out of 30, we would have lost the game. And as simple as that. The game was that close. We would have lost that game. And so him stifling Jason Tatum was big. He was -3 in the turnovers. It was a good game to be able to see RJ Barrett make some plays on defense. And he needs to use that length. He's 6'7", 6'8". Let's use it. Thibodeau is breaking through to the young bull, making him play that defense. And that's good. So that was a great game to be able to see. The Knicks be able to get that done. I'm glad we did. It was awesome to be able to see that. Now, we played a second game, which was good. Of course, Orlando, we dominated that game. which was good to be able to see that. Let's go to the box score of that game. We played that on, of course, Friday. Knicks at Magic. And what happened in this game here too? Hey, R.J. Barrett, 7 points. You know, 3 out of 8 again. Julius Randle had 21 points. Evan Fournier, 18. Kemba Walker had 11. And, of course, Derrick Rose played some good minutes and had 12. 12 points in that game, too. But we passed the ball all around. Look at this. Emmanuel, IQ, 16 points. Alec Burke, 12. Obi Toppin again, 13 points. He's looking like he's going to be a key player with the Knicks this season. And I'm loving to be able to see that. Loving to be able to see him get some kind of shine in playing for the Knicks. That's really good to be able to see. Let's do a quick recap here, and we'll end the Knicks Weekly recap of the Knicks and their undefeated week, which is amazing to be able to see that.
The Orlando Magic
All right.
won 4 straight home openers.
So,
they hosted the New York Knicks on
we
Friday.
go through
Their first
and
matchup of the
with the
season.
Knicks
Tracy McGrady, former
playing the Orlando Magic here, and that's Kemba. Look at Kemba looking nice. Kemba shooting that shot real nice, real quick here. Transition right here. Oh, it was Rose back to freaking Randall, which was awesome. We were in the big 30s in here. You know, Evan Fournier with the shot. Boom. Lucky number 13. Hitting that against the Orlando Magic. We looked good. Look, Rose comes again. It's already 38-19, so we were knocking it out in this game here. Evan Fournier back from the corner. Bam. He hits it. Sploop. Just like that. Hitting the 3, which was amazing. Second half, we're pulling away. 76-57. Look at Julius Randle with the dunk. He slammed it home over the Lopez brother. That's what I'm talking about. Look at the defense. Obi Toppin with the steal. And boom, he gets rewarded. You reward your big men. That's a big play. Let's see if Randle can make this 3. Buckets. Oh, he hit it off. He banked it in. Nice. Good job, Julius. That was a great play. And we smashed the freaking Orlando Magic. And we want to be able to duplicate this tonight. Mo Bamba had a good game, but we was able to knock that in and make the plays. And it was really good to be able to see that. So that's what it was. So, getting back to it, you know, we're repping our New York, the City Never Sleeps jerseys. Big Randall, big number 30. He had a great game. This is Knicks Weekly. Let me know what you guys think in the stats, in the chat below. What's going to happen is tonight we play at 7:30. Big Knicks game coming up against the Orlando Magic. That's the game we have to win. They've seen us on tape now, and they've seen us in person. So it's best to be able to get this victory. Have to be able to get this victory. And then now what you go into is saying, all right, we got the victory. We got a big game coming up against the 76ers on Tuesday, and we got to be able to win that game. That's big. It's so big. We got to be able to make it happen for the Knicks. All right? So that's what it is. It's like, hey, look. And also, too, I want to do a quick recap on this one. When I'm looking, we're second in the East. First in points per game, 129.5. 15 rebounds per game. Assists per game, we're first, which is awesome. So we're passing that around. And opposing points, 17th. We're right in the middle of the pack of the season. So what we're trying to do now, remember, this is the upcoming games that we got coming up. We got to win this game tonight. 7 o'clock. I said 7:30, my bad. 7 o'clock, Orlando. We got to be able to win this. Tuesday, we come right back. Big game against the 76ers. We don't know if Simmons is going to play in the game. Probably not. We got to be able to seal them and we want to send them losses. And then probably game of the week. It's not going to be this one. Game of the week, Chicago. And I would love to be undefeated coming into this game, to be honest with you. I would love to be undefeated coming into this game. Knicks versus Chicago. Right now, it's 1-2 in the East. Chicago is a great team. They got DeRozan. They got Levine. Studs. All studs. So they got a stud backcourt. That's going to be a big game to be able to play. Right now, they're first or second. That could be a playoff preview. So let's see how it goes there. And, of course, on the 30th, we're meeting New Orleans Pelicans, which we should win. Once again, the schedule's looking good. We got some winnable games in Orlando and in New Orleans, but we also got some tough challenges coming up with Philadelphia and Chicago. So let me know what you guys think of Knicks Weekly. We'll do this every Sunday, giving a quick recap of the Knicks games, wins and losses. Hopefully all wins, with each remaining week to go. Reggie versus Solace, Knicks Weekly, coming at you live, and I'll check you guys next time.